Hi guys, it's me Robyn and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a boy talk video. So a lot of people actually ask me what a boy talk is when I was asking for questions, and I thought it was something that was quite popular. I didn't realise not many people actually knew what it was, but basically it's just like a girl talk but it's questions about boys. So I asked for a lot of questions on Instagram, Facebook, and I think that's it actually, and I've got a few in, so I'm gonna just basically be answering your questions. So let's just get straight into this video. So I have already done a girl talk on my channel and I did it very like cosily. I had a nice cozy jumper on, had my hair up all messy, yeah, basically. So I thought, why not stick to the theme with the boy talk. So I've just got this hoodie on, which is the comfiest thing in the world, honestly. It's so fluffy, and it's from I Saw It First, if you're wondering. I'm obsessed with their collection because I've also got the t-shirt on underneath. It's just a lilac one, but honestly, love it so much. Right, so I'm just gonna get into the questions. So, right, I've screenshotted them, so I've got them on my phone. So, question 1. I'm really attracted to this boy, mainly his personality, but the looks are kind of still there, but my friends all think he's ugly. What should I do? So, I personally wouldn't worry about what my friends thought, because you're the one who's going to be looking at him, you're the one who's like going to be with him basically, so they're not, well, I mean, this is really confusing actually, because I think there's probably a little bit of input. Like if your friends were like, oh, he's actually really ugly, I'd probably be like, oh really? But then if I thought he was like kind of good looking with an amazing personality, I'd personally go for that, because I think personality kind of completely overrides the looks. This is a struggle though, because if all of your friends are like, oh no, he's really ugly, he's really ugly, it can be a bit like intimidating, but I personally wouldn't worry about that. I think if you're there, if the feelings are there and he's got an amazing personality, just not quite so up there with the looks, I would keep going with it, see how everything goes, and your friends will actually probably get to like him, because if he has a really amazing personality, then what's not to love? Also, I'm not like a professional with all of this advice giving, so if any of these tips and advice things are a bit like off, I'm sorry about that. But this is just how I would deal with the situations, if that makes sense. Right, what to do when you don't know where you stand with a boy? I would ask. So if you're just like talking to him, you've been talking to him for a few months, maybe over Snapchat, maybe met him a few times, or maybe even not met him, I would just ask him, maybe say, are you talking to any other girls at the moment? I'm personally not talking to anyone else. Where do I stand? I would literally say it just like that. I'd be like, right, so where do I stand with you right now? Yeah, and if they don't know, if they reply saying something like, oh, I don't know, I'm talking to a few other girls, I would just end it there, because if you're not actually speaking to anyone else, you think he's like, oh yeah, he's the one. I wouldn't, because if he's talking to other people and you kind of got the vibe that it should just be you talking to each other, if that makes sense, then I would just probably end it. And yeah, I mean, I probably would, because I don't like the idea of someone I like I'm only talking to one person talking to other girls. Personally, that's not really how my brain works. I wouldn't like that, but if that's for you, then fine. Just, I would ask him. If you're wondering where you stand with someone, it's always best to ask, and then if they just say something like, well, we're just talking, then maybe be like, oh, well, I was actually interested in you, would you want to meet up more, do you want to go on a date, really anything. And then if you get bad vibes off of that question, then it's a no, in my opinion. One of my best friends started dating my ex, who was my everything. We were together for 2 years until we broke up. He was my first love. She then got with him 8 months later. I still can't get over it. Wait, so my best friend started dating my ex. So, right, this girl has a best friend and has an ex-boyfriend, and the ex-boyfriend was her first love. She loves him so, well, loved him so much. They broke up after 2 years, which is a very long time, oh my god. Wow, that is a long time of your life, especially when you're young. So they broke up, and then 8 months later, her best friend got with him. Personally, I don't really think that's okay. If my best friend got with someone I'd been with for 2 years, and he was like my first love ever, I'd be like, excuse me, honey, girl code, like, you don't do that, because that's not really like okay. I mean, I wouldn't be friends with them after that, I don't think, unless I had like properly got over them. But this person doesn't seem to have got over them at all, so I don't really think that's okay. Sorry about that, I just got a call, but I think I remember where I got up to. So I just answered the one about the two best friends and the ex, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I would just say completely push her out your life, push him out your life, start new, have fun. Perfect advice from Robyn. So, what makes a guy commit to a relationship? I don't know, I'm not a guy. God, I actually wouldn't know. What makes a guy commit to a relationship? I feel like if you're not too like needy, because it makes them be like, oh my god, I've got to go see her and she's so needy. If you're not always complaining, you know. Fun, if you're fun, I'm gonna say. What makes a guy commit? If you're fun, yeah. I mean, they'd want to see you, wouldn't they? Interesting. If you've got similar hobbies, because you do things together. I think that's all I'm going to say, to be honest, because I actually don't know with that one. I really don't know. I need to get a guy on the channel. What do you think of dating apps? That's not really advice, but I'm still going to answer it. They work for some people, they don't work for other people. I mean, Tinder. I don't think I actually know anyone who's had a successful relationship with Tinder. It's kind of a bit more just for fun. So I personally wouldn't use a dating app. I don't think they work. I believe more in like, you know, meeting people, all of that, going on dates. Oh, love a good date, honestly. Restaurants, oh, food. Wow. Anyway, yeah, I personally wouldn't. What should you do if your friend starts seeing someone that you don't like? I think this has actually happened in my friendship group. So two of my best friends, they were also like best. We're all like really close. But anyway, so this one girl, I'm not going to say their real names, so I'm going to make up names. So India and Sophie. So Sophie got a boyfriend and India really doesn't like that boy. But then Sophie's boyfriend, I'm going to say, oh my god, I can't think of a boy's name. Jamie. So Sophie's boyfriend, Jamie, these aren't their real names, by the way. Anyway, Sophie's boyfriend, Jamie, messaged India, and now they're like okay. So I would just say maybe make them meet, because India always used to absolutely hate when Jamie would like be around and she would like walk off in the other direction. And yeah, she never really liked it because she thought that Jamie really like controlled Sophie and stopped her from doing things that she wanted to do. So anyway, I think that made sense. I'm not sure. I'm not saying their real names though. Yeah, I think maybe just make them talk, make them see each other. Maybe if you're going out with the person who doesn't like, oh, hang on. Yeah, if you're going out with your friend and you don't like their boyfriend, maybe like make a point to actually interact with them. I know it sounds strange because if you don't like someone you don't normally talk to them, but yeah, try to, because you never know, you could actually start liking them when you find out more about them. Wait, hang on, this one doesn't really make sense. What are your top qualities you're looking for? What are your top qualities in a boy? So basically, why is this question confusing me so much? What do I look for in a boy? There we go. Okay, this one's about me rather than about them. But anyway, so I would say tall. I don't know. Right. This is really okay. So I'm going to do appearance first. Tall. Like taller than me, not necessarily like 6'8", but like I'm 5'4", so it's not that hard to be taller than me. But I think if I'm wearing heels, I'd like them to still be taller than me. That's a nice height. I'd say like 6 foot, or like just a bit less, maybe a little bit more. That's a nice height. Bit older than me, not like ridiculously, but like a little bit older. I don't know, just because, you know, girls mature faster than boys, so if I had a boy my age, they'd probably be like 13-year-old in their head. I don't know, I don't really know how that works, but yeah, a little bit older than me, a bit taller than me. But that's all for looks. I'm not really that fussy. Personality, funny, like makes me laugh, that's a good one. Like honest, I like honest, like, yeah, and loyal. I know, like, I sound like, who was it, Georgia off Love Island, who was like, I'm loyal, babe. But loyal, definitely loyal, honest. What was the other one I said? Funny. That's it really. I'm not that fussy, but I also like big. Like, oh, I'm really bad at describing this. Like muscly rather than like really, really skinny. Because I'm not skinny myself. Yeah, so if they were skinnier than me, I'd be a bit like, okay. So yeah, bigger than me, taller than me, older than me, basically. That's it really. I prefer like brown hair, but I don't think I'd be too fussed if like the perfect person had blonde hair. I wouldn't be fussed. I'd prefer brown hair. That's it really. I'm not fussy. Names, obviously, I don't really care. I mean, they can't really control that. Do you have any standards / rules you follow whilst dating? So what do I do? Well, I do everything that I said that I look for in a boy. So I would be honest, I would be trustworthy, loyal. Well, kind of means the same thing, doesn't it? What's the question? Do you have any standards that I follow? Standards. So rules that I follow. I always say this, but it's probably not great. Put them first. Like, think about their opinions before you do something, so that you don't do something that they would absolutely hate. Just including them really. And yeah. Oh, actually, yeah. Paying for things, because it's a big thing nowadays that like the boy, well, not so much nowadays actually, but like boy pays for everything. I don't really agree with that. Just because I think everything should be fair. I like it like equal, you know, if you're going out for dinner, maybe the boy pays one night, then the next time you go out you pay, or maybe you go halves, or you buy the drinks, he buys the food, things like that. I do agree on that. And also treating them with little things like throughout the year. Maybe it's not on their birthday or Christmas or like Valentine's Day, you know, your anniversary, not anything like that. Just like maybe if you see a jumper that they like in a store, buying it, giving it to them. It doesn't even have to be something expensive. Even if you see something like really, really cute, or maybe even making them things like, oh, yeah, just anything like that really. And I think that might actually be all of the questions. Let me just have a little look, see if I got any more actually, because I screenshotted those ones last night. I might have actually got a few more come in. Let's have a look. Okay, no, that was all of them. So yeah, that is all of the questions for today's video. This was probably a shorter one, I'm not actually sure, because I got interrupted halfway through. Maybe I'll do another one of these actually, because they're actually quite interesting, and if I get a few more questions, then yeah, I feel like it would be quite nice. So I love videos like this. They're so like cozy. Like I chucked on a cozy hoodie for this, and I love it so much, not having to like put effort into what I look like, basically. A lot of YouTubers actually do that. For videos like Boy Talk, Girl Talk, they literally sit on their bed and do them. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, you know what to do. Give this video a massive thumbs up, as it actually really helps me. I have said that in a previous video and people have been like, well, how does that help you? Trust me, it helps. If you like and comment, it helps. But yeah, so if you could also subscribe, that would mean the world to me, as I'd like to get to 1,000 subscribers. That would be so great. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!